You're listening to the What the Wrestling Podcast, the show that brings you all things wrestling with your host, RJD.
Oh, you already know what time it is. AEW coming to you live last night, and we are here to talk about it. No, don't get the fuck out of here. Stay right here. Oh, excuse me. We keeping that. Listen. We are here to talk about AEW as always, but first things first, check out my socials. If you have been looking at your screen, then you already know what time it is. Follow me, RJD10K on Instagram, RJ699 on Twitter, RJD199 on Snapchat. But most importantly, follow What's the Wrestling on Facebook and YouTube and TikTok. And follow What the Wrestling on Anchor and Spotify. We are going to get into it because we had ourselves a pretty decent AEW Dynamite last night with one hell of a main event. Let's go! Yes, 'tis I, RJD here. Welcome to What the Wrestling, where we talk about all things wrestling. I am your host for the fifth time, RJD. Last night we had an AEW Dynamite, which was pretty good. One hell of a main event. Cannot be mad at that. But first things first, let's get into... Like the goddamn video, y'all. Like the video, like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. You saw the socials in the beginning. You will also see the socials at the end. If you want to follow me, RJDTV, and watch me play some Halo later on tonight. Finally, going back to councils, if you've seen my Instagram or you've seen my TikTok or anything like that, you already know. Tired of this goddamn PC shit, okay? Listen, okay? Listen, John. Wait, John.
Nope.
I tried, goddammit. I tried.
Get the fuck out of here!
I'm sick of it. That's it. Going back to consoles. When I upgrade my PC, when I get my monitors right, I'll go back to PC. When I get a bigger tower, another CPU, another motherboard, all that stuff. Until then, I'm not doing it, okay?
Do it!
Back to consoles.
Just do it!
Unless you want to help me.
Stop it. Get some help.
Anyway, enough about games. Let's talk about wrestling. We had one hell of a show last night. As always a pleasure watching AEW Dynamite in Boston, Massachusetts. What the hell? You hear me?
You stupid.
Boston, Massachusetts. Why can't I say Massachusetts right now? Anyway, this is crazy. Don't clip that, please. Christian Cage versus Adam Cole. Baby started it off. We had ourselves one hell of a opener. This was a very crisp, a very clean, a very satisfying match because Adam Cole is great. Christian Cage is great. They had themselves a pay-per-view worthy match, if I will do say so myself. And, you know, and at the end of it, Christian, he did take the loss because he got hit with the boom, and he did take the L, but they are teasing already. He was upset. He walked away from Jurassic Express. It's going to be an epic heel turn when he turns heel because best believe it's coming. So, we had Cole holding the rope with his leg to counter attack, to counter the kill switch attempt, then poking the eyes of Mr. Christian. He got hit with the boom originally, but he had the knee pads on. After this, he got hit with the boom for the second time with the knee pads down, and that was all she wrote. And great ring awareness by Adam Cole because he's great. And Christian Cage is, listen, between him and Edge, shit. Like, I remember these guys when I was in middle school killing it in TLC matches, not just TLC matches. They were killing it as a tag team. I thought the Brood was cool when they first debuted. And to see these guys all these years later probably doing, especially in Edge's case, arguably the best work of their careers, especially in Edge's case. And Edge was doing some good work with Cena. He had some good work with The Undertaker. Holy hell, the work that Edge is doing right now, it's like everything came together and he's on point. Shout out to Edge. And Christian. And Christian. This was a good match. Fun opener. The boom got hit. And we did have grumpy old man JR on this show, which is great. I love old man grumpy JR. It's like he's like I don't like this shit. not this match, but good stuff. Now, after the match, we had a beatdown of Mr. Christian. Jurassic Express came out, and then we got the Hangman coming out, and he just went straight to it, cut a promo, and said, listen, we are going to be in my hometown of Texas, well, my home state of Texas, and we're going to have ourselves a good old-fashioned Texas death match. Get your affairs in order. So now we're promoting murder on AEW Dynamite. I love it. It's awesome. But this was great. I love the fact that Hangman came out and he meant business, cowboy shit. Listen, they've got to get Hangman doing more. I mean, his title reign is good. It's not like it's bad, but because he's not chasing, he's not doing much. He had the Lance Archer thing, that was good. He had Adam Cole, he beat, that's good. Now we need to keep it up. Keep it up. Now he needs to do something else. If he beats Cole again, that's great. If Kenny comes back, then Kenny could feud with Cole. That's even better because they could both fight over the elite. We have 50 million gajillion bazillion people coming into AEW. There's stories all around that could be mixed and matched. So I like that. Keep it up. But Texas Deathmatch on Rampage, and I'm sure the Cowboy is going to kill Mr. Cole. And rest in peace. Next, we had an Owen Hart Foundation's men's tournament match, Samoa Joe versus Max Caster. Max Caster, as always, great raps. I particularly like the one where he said Joe was injury prone, and he's like, why are we worried about this guy when we beat NXT when he was their champion, blah, 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 blah. It was great. This was a glorified squash. He no-selling chops and beating the hell out of Max Caster, tossing him around and shoulder tackling him. Joe even hit a suicide dive. Please, Joe, don't hurt yourself. And this was the Ring of Honor, I'm going to beat your ass, Joe, rather than the NXT slow, methodical pace, Joe. And he won with the Muscle Buster. Haven't seen that move in literally 4 or 5 years. So I'm happy he won with the Muscle Buster. So after the match, Jay Lethal and Sonjay Dutt appeared on the screen and said, Joe, we have a special present for you next week in New Orleans. And if it wasn't, he cracked some shit. He was talking some shit about Joe.
You stupid.
I know, I messed that up. He was talking some shit about Joe, talking about how, yeah, Joe was instrumental in his career, but Joe left and he went to do other things, and Joe's old and he's got a special present for him and blah, blah, blah. So this is good. This was good. Shout out to Max Caster. He is great on the mic. Love Max Caster. I love the Acclaimed. I think they deserve a title win eventually. Them, Top Flight. They got so many people who could be tag champs. It's like, but it's coming. Their day is coming. So I'm not gonna, shit on it too bad. Then we had Captain Swan Dean. Thank you for your service, brother. Versus Shawn Spears, and this was basically a segment to get Wardlow to beat up everyone. Wardlow came from the back. He beat up all the geeks that were in security, whooped all their asses. Whooped all their asses. And after that, Mr. Wardlow came down to the ring. He got held by like 50 or 60 freaking people. They were like, no, bro, you're not getting through.
Nope.
And the crowd was going crazy for this. They were like, you're not getting through. And Wardlow was like,
Just bring it, bitch.
but what Mr. Shawn Spears forgot is that he was in a goddamn match, and he ended up losing the match. And I'm sure that didn't go over well with MJF.
You lose.
He was on commentary, and he said he cut a promo after the fact. Wardlow was happy that they lost, and MJF cut a promo saying, listen, next week I'm going to kick your ass, and I thank you for your service, but I'm going to put a beating on you worse than the military ever could, or something like that. So I'm all for that. But that was fun. Wardlow costing them the match was great. But I feel sorry for Mr. Shawn Dean next week. He's probably going to get killed. So, moving on, we had Eddie, Kingston, Santana, and Ortiz. They cut a promo. I'm going to drop the accent now. They cut a promo because they had earlier on in the match, I'm going to talk about the tables match, but earlier on in the day, they had beat up the Jericho Appreciation Society and chased them off. So they came out and cut a promo saying that let's do a good old-fashioned six-man next week. And listen, that promo was straight out of New York City. It was New York City to perfection. That's what it was. Santana, Ortiz, Kingston cutting a promo about New York City. He said, yo, it's on site. Fucking Ortiz, man. Santana, man, and Eddie. God damn it, man. Just thank you. Whenever I see you, it's on sight.
You activated my trap card.
I fucking love Eddie Kingston, Santana, and Ortiz. I love those guys. My guy Isaac would be like, let's go LAX, reform that shit. Love those fucking guys. Straight that promo was straight out of New York, yo. As a New Yorker, you get it. Have you seen that? Moving on. We had a tables match between the Hardys and the Butcher, the Blade. The problem with this match, besides the ending, because Jeff Hardy is a crazy bastard, doing a swanton off the highest ladder he could find onto, I believe it was the Butcher, and put him through a ladder, is that I didn't understand. They talked about the match being you have to put your opponent through a table using an offensive maneuver, okay? Check. But if you get put through a table first, you're still in the match, and then you're able to win the match even though you got put through a table first? Shouldn't it be 2-on-1 after the first person gets put through a table? That was a little weird.
You stupid.
Jeff Hardy was the first one to go through a table, but then he ends up winning the match by putting Blade through a table.
You stupid.
That didn't make any sense. So, love the match. Not going to say... listen, these guys taking all of these bumps with this dude Matt Hardy doing leg drops and the injuries that he's had, and he's in great shape now, and he's changed a lot of things to get his body to where he can perform, and he still can perform. Let's not get it twisted. And Jeff, who has been a maniac, I mean that respectfully, he's been a maniac his whole damn career. These guys still taking these crazy ass bumps.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Nah, son. These guys are crazy. These guys are like 45, 48 years old taking these kinds of bumps still. And it's crazy because Jeff is in better shape than Matt. Well, not better shape. Let me not say that. Jeff is like, he looks like he's more, like he doesn't have as many injuries as Matt has. And Matt is the one who was doing like the less risky shit. Jeff is jumping off of fucking the side of buildings, and he's jumping off of the highest ladder imaginable. And Matt is doing that crazy stuff too. He was doing that stuff too. Let's not get it twisted. But Jeff is like more known for doing the crazy shit. And Matt is the one who is a little bit stiffer of the two. So it's kind of crazy. Jeff is the one who's more fluid. Even though they both show their age a little bit, but they both know how to work. And I'm just glad to see the Hardys with one last run. It's going to be awesome when they get in there and fight for the titles and fight the Bucks and all of this. It's going to be awesome. Can't wait. So this match was a little weird. The Hardys got the win. Cool. Not a problem. But I didn't understand some of that shit. So we had Julia Hart versus Hikaru Shida for the Owen Hart Foundation's women's tournament qualifier. And this was okay. Julia Hart was game, but at the end, the Falcon Arrow with the for the win for Falcon Arrow for the win for Hikaru Shida. Hart looked better than she's ever looked, and given this opportunity on Dynamite with the eye patch. She's still sporting the eye patch. She worked good as a bad guy. And I can't wait until she turns to the dark side and joins the House of Black. Maybe that's where they're going with this. I don't know. But she held her own against Hikaru Shida, which is great. Serena Deeb then came in after the match. Her music hit, and she had a chair. But Hikaru Shida had it scouted and turned around with the big kendo stick. And she had the chair, and Serena Deeb basically just let her know, I'm still here, bitch.
Just bring it, bitch.
And Hikaru Shida was like,
Stop the cap.
and then Serena Deeb was like,
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
that was basically that segment in a nutshell. So that's what happened there. Then we had the match of the evening. AAA and Ring of Honor Tag Team Championship match for all the marbles. FTR versus the Young Bucks. We had the Ring of Honor commentator. I forget his name. It escapes me. But we had the Ring of Honor commentator out there to introduce everybody. That was great. We had a lot going on in this match. This match was money, man. This match was money. I like the fact that they slowed it down in the beginning. This match was excellently worked. They slowed it down in the beginning, trying to see, who's got the best of who. And FTR won with the BTE trigger into the kiss to Adam Cole, the Adam Cole kiss on the cheek to Matt Jackson, and then they won with the big rig. So this was great. Every spot, every false finish with Cash Wheeler took an ass whooping in this match. And it's crazy because FTR has been heel for so long. These guys work crazy good as babyfaces. There was a BTE trigger spot where Cash Wheeler he got hit with the BTE trigger. He got rolled up, and then he just calmly put his leg on the rope. And the ref counted 3, but they waved it off because his leg was on the rope. I don't know which one is better, this one or the Briscoes match. I want to say the Briscoes match was better, but this match is right below it. Like, these are 2 match of the year candidates in a 5-day span, a 1-week span from FTR. Briscoes are great. I think the Briscoes match over-delivered. I think this match, not under-delivered, but I think it was what I was expecting from a Young Bucks FTR match. I was expecting this, what I got. The Briscoes, I didn't know what to expect. And I think they over-delivered immensely because I watched that match twice. I might go watch it a 3rd time now that I've seen this match twice. So, loved it. There was a nice spot here where they were setting up for the Meltzer driver, and Nick Jackson did the flip, the springboard, and Dax caught him. Nick Jackson is no small man, and Dax caught him, didn't bend, didn't buckle, just caught him, hit him with the springboard powerbomb, the top rope springboard powerbomb, and FTR and the Young Bucks hit a series of moves to each other, and everybody was laid out. This was great. The crowd was hot for this match. Everybody was in. I would say, if you haven't seen this match, take 20 minutes out of your day, go back and watch it. If you're a wrestling fan, this match was awesome. This was, I dare say, this was main event pay-per-view worthy match. This was main event for a pay-per-view worthy. That's how good this match was. I don't know when the 3rd match is going to come, but it's going to come. We did have a low blow spot here where Nick Jackson took the ref and Matt Jackson hit Wheeler in the nuts. And and that was a great near fall because they're always cheating. Like I said, Rick Knox actually caught the rope for once. And like I said, I love the Adam Cole kissing spot where FTR kissed Matt Jackson and then hit him with the BTE trigger, then hit him with the big rig for the win. That was great. We also had Matt Jackson mocking Bret Hart, who is FTR's favorite wrestler, if I'm not mistaken. So Dax is supremely under. He hit a huge brainbuster to Nick Jackson on the outside too, but Dax Harwood is severely underrated. That brother is underrated as hell. He is a tag team guy, yeah, but he can wrestle as a singles guy. Both of these guys can. They're both underrated wrestlers. They are fantastic. We know what the Bucks can do, but I'm shouting out FTR because they got a lot of flack. Well, now everybody knows they're great, and everybody knew they were great back then. And they had that little stint where they left NXT and they were doing dumb shit. But I'm telling you, these guys are on point. On point. And I'm glad that they're in AEW because this was one hell of a main event. Cannot wait for part 3. But that is all I got for you guys today.
Oh, yeah.
Dynamite was good. Not great. Great opener, great closer. A lot of stuff in the middle. Oh, we did have a Jade promo too. Let me not forget.
Stupid.
Jade is that bitch, and she's tired of all these MMA people getting into wrestling. That was her promo right there. Oh, and Jade has a baddie section. So, like, you know, Nicki Minaj got her barbs. Lady Gaga has her, I forget what they call her fans. There's a name for them. And now she has her baddies. So she's got a baddie section. Shout out to the baddies in the baddie section.
Oh, yeah.
Good for y'all. So that's all I got for you guys today. We will be going live on RJDTV. Check me out on that. We will be going live shortly, probably around 8 or 9, something like that. We're going to be playing some Halo tonight on the council because I'm tired of doing it from the PC. God damn it.
Stupid. How, Sway?
Take a few steps back to go.
You ain't got the answers, man. You ain't got the answers.
So with that being said, I am out of here. Check out the socials again. Don't forget to hit the like button, like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel.
Perfect.
Be safe out there. I am out.
Do it. Just do it.
Peace.